So from here, take your feet turning out wide-ish, and then just come down, put the weight in your heels, squat down, and then come back up. Sit into your chair, but keep your nice posture for me, yeah? And back down. Good. You don't want to lose the ability to be able to squat. So work the range that you can, warming up the legs. 4 more. 3, 2. Watch you don't lean too much forward. And last one here. Nice work. Keep the same turnout. Bring yourself down just a little to start off with, and a controlled bounce. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Halfway. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Take a moment. Bring your feet in a little closer, but still turned out. Now, if you struggle with this version, just do the one we just did before. Come up onto your tippy toes. Come down. Full squat. And then back up. Balance on those tippy toes. But now you're going to work your calves more. You're going to feel a little more inner thigh as well. 10 repetitions. How low can you go? Your knees are sore. Only work the range just before that pain kicks in, or soreness. Or if it's too sore, just squat, hold. Just squat and hold for as long as you can in that range that works for you. A couple more. And you know what's going to come up after this one. Have a rest. We're going to pulse, okay? All right. So back up onto your tippy toes. Are you ready? Find your balance. Find your position here. And let's bounce with control. Not sloppy. Yeah. Nice and controlled with abdominal control. 8, 9, and 10, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Feel that burn. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, shake it out. So you would have felt a lot more of the burn in your calves than previously with your inner thighs. Okay, let's get into your hips. Let's get into a lunge. Drop it to the side, drop down, press off, come back in, stay on the one side, and down and back. So keep a sense of being upright and sticking your bum out right back behind. We've been doing a few of these lately. I think it's really nice, the movement through your hip joint, let alone the fact that you're going to get some good work through your knee and your thigh. Last one. All right, take it to the other side. I love this one. Okay, drop and in. And how nice is this inner thigh stretch if you get low enough? But just work the range that you can. 3 down and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Good. And last one, number 10. Great work. 2 more of your pulses. Take your feet to turn out. Heels down though. 20 repetitions. Let's go. Stay upright. 2, 3, 4, 5. Try not to hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a moment, have a little rest, bring your feet in a little closer. The knees are warming up. Onto your toes. Okay, we're going to bounce again. All right, and then this is it. We're taking it to the mat after here. You ready? Let's bring it down. Slowly, get your balance. All right, are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Adjust your cameras if you need to. Find the floor. And I've got a couple of nice different stretches for you today, which I really think you're going to enjoy for your hips and your lower back. All right, so see how I'm sitting. Take the knees to collapse to one side as much as you can. Rotate. Return back to the center and do the other side. So some of the core work that we're going to do today is actually going to involve a little bit of hip rotation. So with the hip rotation, we're going to be targeting our oblique muscles that sit at the waistline area and are really good for not only stability of that pelvis, but we all like a narrow waistline, right? So the narrow waistline is like your body is corset, holding your organs in and keeping your body in good posture. Okay, so now from here, we're going to have our knees bent, and everyone's range is going to be different here. Bring your arms to reach forward, sitting on your sit bones. And if you just watch my lower back, I've kind of sort of round the lower spine to scoop in the belly and have a sense of the organs falling heavy into the lower back, and just pause maybe here, okay? Just here. And then what we're going to do is bring our head down and reach forward, and then restack your spine, sit up straight. Let's try that again. Breathe in. As you breathe out, falling back a little heavy through the lower back. Hold. Take a moment to feel the abdominals warming up. Head down. Keep looking down as you reach your arms forward into flexion of the spine. Reach the arms, sit back up, restack the spine. For the more advanced, let's go a little bit lower. All right, so a real scooping of the abdominals here, tucking under the ribs. Good. Pause here. Again, take a moment, head down, reach forward, roll forward, reach your arms to the end of the mat. Sit back up onto your tailbone. Good. All right, 2 more. Breathing out as you go into your move. Good. And then rolling forward. Reach, 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 reach. And sit back up. Shoulders down. And last one here. Rolling back. Find the depth that works for you, yeah? Good. And then reach forward, roll forward, sit up, put your hands underneath the thighs, sit tall, pull your shoulders down as you look up. Use the back of your thighs to take the weight of the pull. So I'm drawing my shoulders down and letting the back of my thighs support that energy. Good. Open up through the front of your shoulders, reach your chin to the ceiling and open up through the front of your neck. Good. And then relax out of that. Here we're going to make our little roll down a little harder. Bring your arms back out forward. Okay. If you're just starting out, go small, more advanced, go bigger. All right, let's scoop in the belly and let's find where you feel okay. We'll start small. We'll start little here. Okay, now tuck those ribs under. Keep the ribs still as you bring both arms slightly up. More advanced, all the way up to the ears. Beginner, maybe not as high. Come back down. Good. Sit back up. Have a little rest. Breathe in. Let's go again. Roll back for the more advanced. Go back a little further. All right, dig deep through the scoop and then bring those arms like feathers up, 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 but strong, strong, strong under the ribs. Bring it back down and then sit back up. Got one more. Breathe in and then breathe out as you roll back. Tummy, 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 and back muscles working together. And bring the arms up. Maybe they don't come up as high as we get tired. Ooh. And then back down. And then roll forward. Good work. If you have the ability, you're going to roll down to find the floor, otherwise lie down, arms stretched, all abdominal control now as we roll down, or just lie down on the floor. Good work. Oh, nice little crack there as I land it. Bend your knees. Very simple spinal roll-ups. Okay, so start by curling the tailbone between our legs to flatten the back. Find the pelvic floor as we roll up the hips and the spine. Hold at the top there. Good. Feel the back of the thighs and your glutes. Breathe in and breathe out now as one by one we roll the vertebra of your spine back down. As you get low, push through the roundness of the lower back to find the floor. Relax the tailbone. Let's go again. Breathe in and breathe out as you roll up. Pausing at the top, breathe in again. And breathe out as you roll down. And as we go up again, this type of move is a great move to do in the morning after being in bed because it gets the spinal fluids moving and it warms the muscles up a little bit after being in the one position. Keep going, rolling up. And as you breathe out on the way down, have a real sense of letting go, letting things just soften and relax. Coming up again, hold at the top for a breath in. As you breathe out, soften through the front of the chest. Let it go. And as we come up onto this next one, we're going to alter it. We're going to roll up to the top and we're going to hold. Okay, so here's where we become, we're going to add a little bit of a hip dip for rotation. I'm going to start by leading with my left hip to lower and rotate to find the floor, tap, come back up to the center. Now go to the right, rotate, find the floor. Can you tap it with the glute? Come back up. Just alternate between that for me and twist and then lower. Can you find the floor? And breathe out as you go down. Good, 4 more. And try not to let your knees go big with the movement. Restrict how much movement is happening through the thighs. Last 2, so good for the back and warming up the oblique muscles. Last one. Nice work. Bring it back to the center. Breathe in and breathe out as you roll back down. Take a moment, 5 to 10 seconds here. We're going to repeat that movement. For those that want to advance the move, your arms are going to be not on the mat for support, but up to the ceiling. Let's roll the spine up and find the starting position. And again, starting with the left, rotate down, tap, come back up. Then the right, 10 in a row to finish off with these. And just find a gentle glute activation as you bring it back up to the center, press the heels into the floor. Couple more. Good. And then last one here, dip, return to the center, breathe in now, and then breathe out as we roll back down and bring your arms back down to the floor. Bringing your legs one at a time up into your right angle tabletop position. Take your hands maybe a little further out and anchor your shoulders, knees together, feet together. Now, this is a little bit of a different move. I want you to avoid the rib flares. So draw the ribs down as we take both feet to the right and down to the floor on a diagonal. Think double toe tap. Maybe you don't reach the floor. Maybe you come halfway down and then you come back in, recenter your legs. Let's take it to the other side. Breathe in. And notice I'm taking myself to the side, but then I'm lowering down and finding those oblique muscles again. And then back up. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep alternating. Okay. I'm going to do one more on this side. And then for those that can lift the head, we're going to add the lifting of the head. So place those hands, lace the fingers behind your head. And as you lift the torso up, press your head gently into the hands, but keep your elbows wide and keep going. A little harder when you're in a curl up position, or what we call a rib slide. Do not hold your breath. Good, 4 more. I just love what these moves do, not only for your core, but also for your lower back. 3 more. Remember, you don't have to touch the floor. Really use those obliques to not only support you as you go down, but also as you pull yourself back up, rest down, hug your knees, and circle around. Give yourself a little rest. Now, next move we're going to do is just a little bit of recovery. We're going to get into mobility of your shoulders. Land your feet, keep your knees bent, and just straighten your arms up to the ceiling, palms facing in. Okay, a very, very small little move. Most of you know it. We're going to stretch your fingertips up to the ceiling and feel the back of your shoulder blades widen underneath the mat there. And now bring them back to the start. Let them fall back onto the floor. Arms stay straight. Reach up again. Spread your angel wings at the back of your shoulders and then let them retract back down. But I don't want you to pinch in between your shoulders on the down face. Reach up again. It's purely movement, mobility, not strength, not activation. It's getting your bony joints moving up and down. 3 more. And then we're going to end up going back to our little double toe taps on the diagonal. And I'm going to add some arm movement to it. It does make the move a little harder. So if that first version was hard enough for you, stick with that one and just repeat. Good. And back down. Okay, so here's what we're going to do with the arm movement. Bring your legs up one at a time into tabletop and keep your arms where they were. Now, we're going to take the knees to the right to lower down. And then now take the left arm to the left as you do. Reach away. Recenter the arms, recenter the knees. Okay, all at once. Take the knees to the left, double toe tap, right arm to the right. Keep your shoulder blades anchored to the floor and then come back in. Alternate. And again. Good. So now we're working through the full abdominal wall and the sides. Can you go 4 more? Recenter. Dig deep through your center and keep everything as controlled and as stable as you can through your center. Last 2. And breathe out. Now, the more your arm goes on the diagonal behind, the harder it is. All right, last one here. No arching of the back, obviously. Maintain your neutral pelvis. Yes. Good work. Nice work. Bring your legs down one at a time. Oh, I think that's actually, yeah, about it. Let's come onto our side, but it is for a side plank. Okay, so with the side plank, I know I've been reintroducing them over the last week or so. It's just because I know how good they are for you. Okay, so easy, both knees bent. Next level, top leg straight. Third level, both legs straight and lift. Be sure to have your elbow underneath your shoulder. Okay, and then when you're up in this position, we're going to do a little hip dip. So by that, we're going to lower the hip down just a little and then bring it up. And then back down and up. Give me 8. This is number 3. Any version you're doing. Number 4. And 5. 6. If you don't make 8, just do the best you can, but make sure you're feeling challenged. 7. Last one here. Number 8. Good. Change sides. All right. Check that elbow. Make sure it's not too far away from the shoulder there, right under. Are we ready? Let's go. Up. Good. Keep that shoulder down. And then dip and up. Notice it's just very little. It's enough to feel your waistline just kick in at the top and also the glute at the hips. So 3 down, 5 to go. If you find the hip dip too much, just hold for as long as you can. 3 more. 2. Good. And last one. Nice work. Bring it back down. Sit on up. Ooh. Okay. Can you bring your legs straight out in front? All right. If you struggle to bring your legs straight, bend your knees. Okay. That's going to straighten your back. Take your arms out to a T. Okay. So either way, keep your hips as centered as you can. You know when your hips move because your feet, one foot will move longer than the other, right? So that's being driven from the pelvis. All right, ready? So keep your hips as still as you can. Keep your arms in line with your shoulder. A big breath in. And then breathe out. And try to rotate from the waistline. Not so much the arms pulling you across. Twist. Come back to the center. How's those feet looking? Breathe in. Are they even as we take it now to the other side? Rotate from the waist. Now, don't mind if you turn your head a little bit. Come back to the center. Good. And again, take it across. Pulse twice. 1, 2. Don't move those feet. The other side. And again, pulse. 1, 2. Notice as we do these last 2, how much more range you get with that pulse. 1, 2, as opposed to not having it. And last one here, and pulse. 1, 2. Good. Rest your arms, take a moment. We're going to go into our saw. The saw, your legs will be further out apart or bent and apart as well. Either way, the move is the same. Sit right up onto your sit bones and take your arms out to the side. We're going to rotate to the left, and as we rotate to the left, we're going to saw across that left shin with the right hand, and I'm going to reach and I'm going to saw across, and I'm going to turn and I'm going to look behind, and I'm pressing into the side of my shin. I can feel a stretch behind my shoulder. Maybe it's the middle of the lower back for you. Come back up, breathe in, grow tall. Open up the spine and take it to the other side. Shave that leg off. Turn and look. And push that back hand behind as well. Good. Come back in. All right. And again, if it's bent, this is what it looks like. Same thing. Just reach across the outer shin. Push back. Maybe just try it for something different, even if your legs can go straight. Good. Come back in. And then change sides. Last one here. Just shave it off. Good. And now at this point, this is where I'm going to get you to grab your loose band. You can pop it around the soles of your feet. Actually, what I probably should have said is use your green band, actually, not your stronger band to start off with. I'm going to grab mine. We're going to do some strong rotator cuff, I suppose. Okay, put the band around the soles of your feet and have them a little bent because that's going to give you some more slack on your band as well, as opposed to your legs being straight. But you can do straight and have a stronger resistance if you choose, but cross your bands over. Okay, so they need to be crossed over. Let's find the ends of your band and draw the elbows out to the side. I want to work on our grip strength. So I want you to grip the top of your bands and keep a firm wrist as we do our lucky cats doubles. And then come back down. Head up as well. Maintain that good posture for me. Retract the chin a little bit and then back. Good. 8 more. No flicking through the wrist. Should be still. The forearm leading into the fist does not alter. You are building up your forearm and your grip strength. All right, halfway now. This is number 5. And notice my elbows stay mostly where they are. 5 more. Don't drop the arms or move through the top part of the arms. It's all in the shoulders. 4 more. Head up. 3, 2, and last one. Now, if you do have the luxury of having a heavier band, you can swap now over to that and put it around the feet, or keep the band that you've got, that's fine. And keep your band crossed over. Crossed. Okay. So I'm going to flip myself around a little bit here first. Easier, sit upright with bent knees. Harder, lean back with a little bit of abdominal core working through there as well. Maintain that position now, either way, and give me a lateral row where we go back and in. Now turn your palms up and give me a rhomboid row, okay? And back in and alternate. Upright row, good. An underhand row now where we pinch in between the shoulders behind and back and alternate back. Head up, underneath. Good, I'm just going to turn side on as you keep going. Upright and under. 4 more. Up. Well, you'll have lovely looking shoulders after this type of work. I should have said 4 more rounds. So you've actually got 2 more rounds of this. So 4 more moves. 1. Upright now. 2. 3. And last one here. Pull it back. Take a moment, have a little rest and uncross your band. If you do have the option to sit up nice and straight, I want you to sit up and nice and straight to challenge your back muscles. But if by sitting up straight, you're like this, I don't want you in that position. I want you to bend your knees to find a straight back. Grab down quite low. I want some strong resistance on the band. Sit up tall. We're going to do your lat muscles. All right, shoulders back. Draw your elbows to the waistline. Hold. Feel your upper back muscles on the side. Okay, your wings. Hold it here. Keep holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment, a little brief rest, and then go again. Draw the elbows to your side. Hold it quite firmly there. Make sure you've got some strong resistance and just hold here. Keep holding. And then bring it back in. Couple more. And pull back. And this is kind of going to warm us up for push-ups. Okay, and release. all that shoulder work we did, and now our upper back work is sort of warming up for the push-up, but we're not going to do a chest push-up. We're going to do a tricep push-up. They're not my favorite, but they are good, okay? And we all like to work the back of the arms. Okay, so let's take that band, put it to the side. And what I want you to be aware of, when you're doing a tricep push-up, your elbows do not go sideways. So they do not do that. They're actually going to end up pointing towards your feet as you go down and up, okay? So that's where I want you to think. Now, the first one I did was kind of like the easier version. The hands right under your shoulders, and then allow your elbows to go back towards the thighs, lower your chest down, and then come back up, yeah? Let's do that one more time. Spread the fingertips. Take the weight through the padding of your fingers, soft through your knuckles, and back down. Okay, so for the more advanced version, keep your hands exactly where they are, but take your hips to lower down, feet up. So my pelvis has dropped. I'm going to tuck my hips under and squeeze the glutes, find my core, and we're going to do 8 more. Are you ready? Let's go. 8, 7, don't collapse through your shoulders. 6, these are tough. 5, 4, don't arch through your back. I nearly saw mine doing that. 4, whoa, off cam, I think. 3 more, just go 3 more. 3, 2, good, last one. Use your core. Nice sweat. Come back down, lie on your tummy. Keep your hands where they are. Okay. Keep your head up. All right. Legs nice and straight for me. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to do pre-prep. Rest your hands forward. Okay. Now from here, bend the right leg. And I want the foot to be flat, not pointing, flat. Center the pelvis, use your triangle, the 2 hip bones, your pubic bone. And without altering that triangle, start to lift that right heel up towards the ceiling and keep your body centered, and then come back down and then repeat. So you can see it's the smallest of moves as I move this thigh up and down to activate the back of my leg, hamstrings. If your core does not switch on, your lower back's going to take the load. So before you even lift, a strong core connection, your pelvic floor. Good, a couple more. And as you get height, feel the glute switch on. Last one here. To keep the hips nice and still, change legs, do the other one. Bend at the knee, flat foot. Center your pelvis by your core and your pelvic floor. And just lift that knee a little off the mat, find the glute at the top, come back down. And then again, feel an evenness through the pelvis, through the front of the hips on the mat. The bony bits. And try to think of the move coming from the back of the thigh, yeah? Good, let's go 3 more. 2. Good. And last one here, press up. Nice work. Okay, you're now going to bring your hands back to the sides where I had them initially. Your head is hovering, you're looking down. And I want you to find that strong core connection and the pelvic stability, and lift both legs up for me. Feel the back of the thighs and the glutes and hover. Now from here, take your arms to hover. See, my hands are no longer on the mat. And then from here, bring your arms above your head. Bring them back in and let everything rest back down. Are you ready? Let's go again. Legs up, strong through your lower back, your glutes, the hamstrings. Hover the hands. For the more advanced, you're going to circle. So you're going to bring your arms up, circle out to the side, and then come back in, and then let's rest. I've got another layer if you choose. Lift the legs again, hover the arms, and now as you take your arms into the circle, widen your legs out a little bit, bring them back in, and then rest the hands down. Why don't we reverse the circle? All right, core on, legs up, arms hovering. Let's reverse the circle as we widen the legs out. That's harder to keep your pelvis centered and back down. Good, 2 more. Any version that you want to do, but it's all about keeping your torso stable and centered as you do. Last one. Knit those ribs under. Keep yourself centered. Ooh, that was a bit wobbly. And then come back down. Well done. Now what I'm going to get you to do is actually have yourself lie just your head on your hands here. Okay. In actual fact, yeah, just put your head on your hand. Now we're going to lift this right knee to bend like we did before. And then I'm just going to get you to lift it up off the mat fully and take it behind as far back as you feel you can. Reach it back and then come back in. And then again, reach back that leg, open up through the hip flexor, take it right back. Good. And now change sides. Do the other leg, bend the other knee, left knee, lift it up, and then rotate it back as far as you feel you want to. Squeeze that glute a little, and then come back in. And then one more for me, lift first, and then rotate. Good. And now come back in. This one is a side stretch. I'll have you turn onto your side and bend the elbow under your hand. Take both legs out straight if you can. If you can't do this one, feel free to do more of what we just did. And then I'm going to have you take your arm to reach forward on the diagonal, lift the leg up, and take the leg back as you reach your arm forward. So a similar kind of move, and then recenter. And then reach out, okay? Stretch that arm out. Pull the leg back as far as you can, and recenter. Now from here, come on up, change sides. And I'm hoping we'll just get some hip work in here. Bend the elbow. Take the top arm out. Bend the bottom knee a little bit, sorry, I should have said. And then take that arm to stretch forward, rotate, roll forward as the leg goes behind. So I'm looking at the ground now. And then recenter. Reach the arm forward, twist the upper body down as the leg goes behind. And recenter. For your hip work today, we're going to finish off kneeling upright. If you feel you can't do this on your knees, lie fully on your side. Either way, the move's the same, or maybe do it standing. So we want to keep this limb nice and straight as we take the hand down, and it should feel fairly light. It shouldn't take a lot of load through that hand. And then we're going to bring the leg up, and we're going to hold here. Keep the pelvis nice and steady and circle. 1, 2. Get it more behind the hip than forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse direction. 8, 7, 6. Keep your ribs from flaring. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change sides. Take the leg out straight when you're ready. Lower the hand down. Good. And bring the leg up. And then find your circles. Keep the pelvis as still as you can. Keep it all in that glute and the hip area. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you liked some of the rotational movement we got through your hips, through your obliques. a lot of stretching and mobility work, not as much strength. But I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great week. Thanks for joining me.